Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Today's video I want to tell you why immigrants are in general more successful than Canadians. I know it sounds controversial, but Canadians, let me explain to you what I mean. Because we are all Canadians, immigrants and Canadian born people. By Canadians term, I'm just saying Canadian born people. Just so you understand the difference, because it's a little bit controversial topic. I don't want to get anyone offended, and I'm going to explain to you why immigrants are more successful than Canadian born. So let's go call Canadian born instead of Canadians, because I kind of shooting myself in the foot by saying Canadians instead of that. So why am I saying that? You can argue, you can say immigrants are making less money statistically than Canadian born people, and that is absolutely true. Guys, it's true statistically. Up to $3.50 per hour, people who are born in Canada, they are making more money. Okay, it's true. Why does that happen? I'll explain it to you. You know, guys, first of all, Canadian born people, they know more people. Okay, they've been in the country longer, they were born here, they were raised here, they know way more people than a new immigrant in a new country, right? Secondly is they are less likely to take jobs that are paying less. They are more likely to negotiate to get more money, whereas immigrants are more likely just to take the job. And of course, guys, there is no language barrier. That's why immigrants are getting less money. First of all is language barrier. You know, you are in a new country. English can be your second language. It's not as fluent as your mother tongue, right? Then secondly is you know less people. Thirdly, you're less confident, and there is also a little bit of an immigrant discrimination in this country. So if you're an immigrant, you're more likely to be discriminated than you were if you're born in Canada. You know less things, you know less about legislation, you know less about your rights, and it's easier to take advantage of you. And that's why immigrants are making less money. But if you are Canadian born, you're less likely to get a job. That sounds funny, right? Well, the reason is because of the immigration system in Canada. Who are immigrants? Well, first of all, to get through immigration process, for example, express entry, points based, you need to have work experience, you need to have university degree, education. You have to be a highly qualified, educated professional, whereas if you are Canadian, you don't have to be highly qualified you were born here, right? So people with higher education, with higher skill set, are more likely to get a job. And also immigrants are more economically active on a job search during the unemployment. So when you're looking at Canada right now and you look at my YouTube section on the job search of the job videos that I posted, you can see lots of people from Canada saying, I'm Canadian, there are no jobs here, don't come here. The reason is people easily are more likely to give up on a job search. They're less active than those people who are really hungry for jobs, who are new to the country. And immigrants are just, they're just more entrepreneurial, because you had to step out of your comfort zone, you had to go through the immigration process, and you're going to take anything, right? More likely to take a job that is not related to your education, more likely to take a job that is not according to your qualification, skills or experience, which also brings you down on how much money you're making. That's the reason why we are making less money, but more likely to have a job. So what's worse, make a little bit less money or be unemployed? I think it's better to have a little bit less money than not having a job. That's my personal opinion, and that's why I'm saying immigrants are in general more successful than people who are born in Canada, and as I titled this video, Canadians. Now, I want to tell you guys that it doesn't stay like that forever. The reason is, it actually diminishes over time. So, immigrants who have been in Canada 1 to 5 years after immigration, they make less money. Those people who have been here 5 to 10 years, they make more money. And those people who are 11, 14 and higher, more years since immigration, those guys are making equal to what Canadians are making. Because by that time you build the confidence, you build the circle, networking, the experience, more importantly confidence, and of course your English is getting better, everything gets better, so you end up making same amount of money and still you're more economically active, still you're more eager to get a job, and still your unemployment rate is lesser than for those people who are in Canada. So when you look at the national unemployment letter or local unemployment letter, don't think that it applies on, like, it does apply to you. But if you're willing to take something temporary to go for something better later on, and you're more active, more educated, more qualified, and with time more confident. By the way, guys, see there is a Canadian flag over there on a house. I'm just going to step off the topic for a second. That's Canada Day coming on July 1st. Now, I'm going to publish a video about Canada Day tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. I'm going to publish it how to celebrate it from home during the isolation and everything. It's going to be interesting. So, video coming up tomorrow by 8 AM. Check that out. Now, guys, this is why I'm saying that Canadian-born people are not as successful as managers. I'm actually multitasking here. As immigrants. Why I said managers? I want to tell you guys about managers here. So far, out of managers I know, most of them are high school dropouts, have no education, whereas lots of immigrants have university degrees, lots of education, and they are getting paid less, right? I know one guy who is like, he's a manager, he was my manager. He's like, I'm on the second year of my university degree. That's great. Went to University of Calgary, I believe, or something like that. Doesn't matter. I was like, wow, man, that's a great achievement. That's good for you. You're going to university. Yeah, I have my master's degree in economics already. So I finished my bachelor's, then master's. On top of that, I finished postgraduate in business here in Canada. 2 years, and on top of that I have my PMP certification. So in total you can count up close to 10 years of postgraduate education after school. That's what I'm talking about, and it's really surprising. And you'll find a lot of that kind of stuff here in Canada, where an educated immigrant has uneducated bosses, people who are making way more money than you are. But I'll tell you this, guys, I'm at the point where I'm making same as or more than people who were born and raised in Canada, thanks to my education, entrepreneurship, confidence that I've been here. And I just want to make sure, guys, that you are successful as well after watching this video. And if you are from Canada, don't get disappointed. It's all good. You know, don't comment immigrants are taking our jobs. It only happens if, for example, there is another candidate that's more qualified. There's always a way to get extra education, more skills, more qualifications, and you're going to be absolutely making more money, and you have way less challenges than those people who are new to Canada. So, regardless of who you are, born in Canada or new to Canada, never give up. We'll rebuild the country, we'll get it better after all the economic recession and everything what's happened with the COVID, and we'll make Canada great again. Don't want to sound like Donald Trump, but this is an amazing country. And happy Canada Day to everyone. Check out the video tomorrow. And just like, where is the house with the flag? Oh, buy it already? We'll see you in next video tomorrow. Let's celebrate Canada Day. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye for now.